I'm walking my dog on the same trail I've used for 3 years when a woman in a hot pink pantsuit starts screaming at me. "You're trespassing." She's the HOA president from the gated community next door. Here's the problem. I'm not even in her HOA. This is public property. But she's already dialing 911. The cops arrive. County records prove her wrong right there. This trail has been public access since 1987. I should feel relieved. Instead, I watch her smile. Cold. Calculated. Terrifying. "This isn't over," she whispers. What follows is 6 months of hell, 47 fake complaints, forged documents, and systematic attacks on 7 innocent families. But while she's trying to destroy us, we're building a case that will expose everything. What we uncovered is absolutely insane. Drop a comment and tell me where you're watching from. I need to know how widespread HOA abuse really is. Saturday morning, 7 a.m. The kind of morning that makes you forget the world has any ugliness in it. Pine trees tower over the lakeside trail behind my house. Morning mist rolls off the water in ghostly sheets. The air smells like wet earth and pine needles. Max, my golden retriever, is trotting ahead, tail wagging, living his best life. This is my routine. 3 years of the same peaceful walk. Same trail. Same quiet. Until I hear it. Heels. Clicking on pavement. Fast. Getting closer. Excuse me. I turn around. A woman is power walking toward me like she's about to tackle someone. Hot pink pantsuit. Blonde bob that doesn't move in the breeze. Clipboard clutched in both hands like a weapon. Mid-40s maybe. Face twisted into something between rage and disgust. Stop right there. Max's tail stops wagging. He presses against my leg. "You're trespassing on HOA property." She's breathing hard. Not from the walk. From anger. I blink. What? This is a public trail. Wrong. She jabs her finger at me. Manicured nail. Sharp as a knife. This trail is exclusively for Lakeside Estates residents. I've seen you here multiple times. My stomach does a slow flip. "Ma'am, I live right there." I point to my cabin. 200 yards away. Tucked in the trees. My home for 3 years. That property is not part of Lakeside Estates. I know. I'm not in your HOA. This trail is public. Wrong. She steps closer, invading my space. Her perfume is overwhelming. Floral. Aggressive. "Show me proof you're allowed here, or I'm calling the police." My heart's hammering now. Other morning walkers have stopped. They're watching. Phone's probably recording. Max is whimpering. "Ma'am, I don't need permission to walk on public. I'm Karen Mitchell." She says it like I should know the name. Like it carries weight. "I'm the HOA president. And you are violating our community bylaws." She's already got her phone out. Already dialing. "Yes, police. I need to report a trespasser. Male. Early 30s. Refusing to leave private property." "Yes, I've asked him multiple times." "No, he's being aggressive and won't comply." "Wait. Aggressive? I haven't moved. Haven't raised my voice. Haven't done anything except stand here holding a dog leash." "Officers are on their way," she announces, sliding her phone into her blazer pocket. Then she crosses her arms. Plants her feet. Stares at me like I'm something she scraped off her shoe. The other walkers are frozen. Nobody knows what to do. My hands are shaking. I've never been in trouble with police in my life. Never even gotten a speeding ticket. And now I'm about to have cops called on me for walking my dog? In my own neighborhood? On a trail I've used for 3 years? "You can wait right there," Karen says. Her voice is cold now. Controlled. "The police will sort this out." Max whimpers again. I reach down, scratch behind his ears. Try to calm him. Try to calm myself. 2 minutes feel like 20. Then I hear sirens. 2 squad cars pull into the trailhead parking lot. Lights flashing. Doors opening. My chest is tight. My mouth is dry. Karen's smiling now. That smile makes my blood run cold. What happens when the cops get here? What if they believe her? What if I actually get arrested for this? Officer Daniel steps out first. Tall guy. Weathered face. Gray at the temples. He's got that look cops get after 20 years. Skeptical of everything. Tired of everyone's bullshit. Karen's already moving toward him. Talking before he can even close his car door. "Officer, thank you for coming so quickly. This man has been repeatedly trespassing on HOA property despite multiple warnings." "This is the first time I've ever seen her," I interrupt. Karen whips around. "He's lying. I've documented 12 instances." She waves her clipboard. Actually shakes it at me. "Our bylaws clearly state that this trail is exclusive to." "Ma'am, Officer Daniels raises his hand. Voice calm. Firm. Let me talk to him first. He walks over to me. Looks me up and down. Looks at Max. What's your story? I take a breath. Force my voice steady. I bought my property 3 years ago. Right there. I point again. I'm not part of any HOA. This trail has public access. It's in the county records. I've been walking here since I moved in. This is the first time anyone said anything to me. Daniels nods. Doesn't commit to anything. You got ID? I hand over my driver's license. He radios something. Waits. Karen's practically vibrating. That trail was purchased by our HOA in 2019. We have full documentation. This man is trespassing and creating a hostile environment for our residents. Then show me the documentation, Daniels says. Still calm. Still not picking a side. She fumbles with her phone. It's in our office. I can get it sent over. It'll just take. The second officer approaches. Younger guy. Maybe late 20s. He's got a tablet in his hand. Sir, can I get your address? I give it to him. He taps. Scrolls. Frowns. The silence stretches. Karen's smile is slipping. Ma'am. The young officer looks up. This gentleman's property is clearly outside HOA boundaries. And according to county records, this trail has public access easement dating back to 1987. Before your HOA even existed. Karen's face goes from red to purple. That's impossible. Our HOA owns. You don't own this trail, ma'am. You could hear a pin drop. Officer Daniels hands back my license. You're good to go, sir. Sorry for the confusion. I should feel relief. Victory. Something. But I don't. Because Karen's still staring at me. And now she's not angry. She's smiling. That same cold, calculating smile from before. This isn't over, she says quietly. Barely above a whisper. But I hear every word. Not even close. Then she turns. Heels clicking. Back straight. Walking away like she just won something. The officers get in their cars. Drive off. The other walkers disperse. Awkward glances. Nobody makes eye contact. I'm standing there. Alone. Max pressing against my leg. And I've got this feeling in my gut. Like I just stepped on a landmine. And it hasn't exploded yet. But it will. The next morning, I find it taped to my front door. White envelope. HOA letterhead. My name printed across the front. I rip it open. Notice of violation. Your property borders Lakeside Estates community and you are subject to external compliance regulations regarding property appearance, noise ordinances, and community standards as outlined in County Code Section 14.7b. I read it 3 times. Then I call my lawyer friend Tom. He answers on the second ring. Tell me this is a joke, I say, and read him the letter. He laughs. Actually laughs. They can't enforce HOA rules on you. You're not a member. That's what I thought. But what? The letter cites county codes. Says I'm subject to external compliance. The laughing stops. Send me a picture. I do. Wait. Hear him typing. Shit, he mutters. This is actually a thing. Some HOAs try to leverage county ordinances to regulate neighboring properties. Claim aesthetic impact or property values, or whatever. It's mostly garbage, but they can drag you through hell with legal fees fighting it. My chest tightens. So what do? Ignore it. For now. But document everything. Every letter, every interaction, everything. That weekend I'm mowing my lawn. 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. Legal noise hours. Not even particularly loud. I'm halfway through the front yard when I see them. 3 women. Standing at my property line. All wearing pantsuits. Beige. Matching. Like some kind of uniform. Karen's in the middle. They're all holding phones. Pointed at me. Recording. That mower is operating outside quiet hours. Karen shouts over the engine. I kill the mower. The silence is sudden. Heavy. It's 2 p.m. on a Saturday, I say. That's legal noise hours. Our community's standards require all outdoor power equipment to cease by 1 p.m. on weekends. Karen's got her clipboard again. Always the clipboard. You're also violating our aesthetic standards. What aesthetic standards? I'm not in your HOA. She points. Dramatic. Like she's revealing evidence at a trial. That lawn decoration is creating visual blight for our residents. I look where she's pointing. My American flag. The 3x5 flag hanging from the post on my front porch. You're complaining about an American flag? It's unapproved decoration visible from HOA property. Karen's got this triumphant look. Like she just checkmated me. I'm filing a formal complaint with the county. For a flag. for multiple violations of community standards. The other two women are still recording. Silent. Stone-faced. I look at Karen. Really look at her. And I see it. This isn't about rules. This isn't about noise or flags or property standards. This is personal. She's going to make my life hell. And she's just getting started. 3 weeks. That's how long it takes for my life to become a nightmare. Week 1. Karen files a noise complaint with the county. Claims I'm running power tools at midnight. I'm asleep at midnight. The complaint gets dismissed. But I have to take half a day off work. Drive to the county office. Fill out forms. Provide evidence. Fight it. Week 2. She reports my truck as an abandoned vehicle. I park on the street twice a week. Always legally. Code enforcement shows up. Makes me prove it's registered, insured, operational. Another hour of my life gone. Week 3. For more complaints. My fire pit violates air quality standards. My vegetable garden is unsightly and attracting pests. My dog barking is disturbing the peace. My mailbox doesn't meet community aesthetic guidelines. Every single claim is bullshit, but each one requires time, energy, documentation, phone calls, forms. I'm not sleeping. I'm checking my doorbell camera every hour, jumping at every sound, watching my property line like it's a war zone. Tom says I should sue for harassment, but lawyers cost money, time, stress, everything I don't have. Just hang in there, he says. She'll get bored. But she doesn't. I come home from work on a Thursday. Exhausted. Done with everything. There's another notice on my door. Red paper this time. Zoning violation, illegal structure. You have 14 days to obtain proper permits or remove the structure from your property. My hands go cold. What structure? I walk my property. Checking. Rechecking. Everything looks normal. Then I see it. The wooden shed behind my cabin. Where I store tools. Lawn equipment. Firewood. The shed that's been there since before I bought the place. The shed that's grandfathered in under old zoning laws. There's a red tag on the door. I rip it off. Read the inspection report. Complaint filed by adjacent property owner with photographic evidence of recent construction without proper permits. Recent construction. The shed is 30 years old. But the county inspector's notes say Karen provided photos showing fresh lumber, new construction, no weathering consistent with claimed age. I pull out my phone. Take pictures. The weathered wood. Faded paint. Rusty hinges. Everything screaming decades-old structure. Then I look closer at the inspection report. Karen didn't just complain. She provided fake evidence. She lied to the county government. Manufactured proof of recent construction. This isn't harassment anymore. This is fraud. And if I can't prove the shed's age in 2 weeks, the county will force me to tear it down. Lose my storage. My tools. Everything. Or pay thousands in permits and legal fees for a structure that was legal all along. I'm standing there, staring at the red tag, and something breaks inside me. I'm done playing defense. I spend the next 2 days drowning in paperwork. Property surveys. Title insurance. Previous owner documentation. Building permits from the 1990s. Anything proving this shed existed before current zoning laws. It's midnight. I'm on my 4th coffee. Eyes burning. Sorting through decades of documents. That's when I find it. Buried in the title insurance file. Deed restriction from 1985. Legal language. Dense, but crystal clear once you parse it. Permanent public access easement granted for trail system designated as parcel 4472. B. Said easement shall remain in perpetuity and cannot be revoked, transferred, or obstructed by future property development. I read it again. The trail Karen claims her HOA owns. The one she called the cops about. The one that started this whole nightmare. It's permanently public. By law. Since 1985. But there's more. I pull the original property plat. Cross-reference with current maps. Trace the trail boundaries. My hands start shaking. The easement doesn't just cover the trail. It extends through what is now Lakeside Estates. Right through the middle of their gated community. When they developed the HOA in 2015, they legally couldn't block public access. But they did. I open my laptop. Pull county records. HOA filings. Development permits. The timeline comes together like puzzle pieces snapping into place. 2015, Lakeside Estates gets developed. Trail access points mysteriously disappear from plans. 2016, HOA puts up private property signs along the trail. Builds decorative gates. Tells residents it's an exclusive amenity. 2017 present. Property values increase. Homes sell for premium prices. Marketing materials advertise private lakeside trail access. All based on a lie. The trail was never theirs. They've been illegally restricting public access for 8 years. I'm shaking. Coffee forgotten. This is bigger than harassment. This is systematic fraud affecting property values, home sales, public access rights. I call Tom immediately. It's 1 a.m. He answers anyway. I found something, I say. Karen's entire HOA might be operating on fraud. Silence. Then, send me everything. Right now. While I'm scanning documents, my phone rings. Unknown number. Hello. Is this about the Lakeside Estate situation? Male voice. Nervous. Scared. My name is David. I live 2 streets over. Outside the HOA. Karen's been doing the same thing to me. 6 months of complaints. Legal fees. I'm drowning. My chest tightens. How many of us are there? Long pause. I know of at least 5 families. Maybe more. We're all non-HOA residents. All getting targeted. All at our breaking point. I close my eyes. We need to meet. All of us. When? Tomorrow night. The diner smells like coffee and grease and desperation. 7 of us crammed into a back booth. Tuesday night. 9 p.m. Nobody wanted to meet anywhere near Lakeside Estates. David sits across from me. Retired teacher. Early 60s. Exhausted eyes. His wife Rachel beside him. She's been crying. You can tell. Karen files complaints against us every week, David says. Unkempt landscaping. Overgrown hedges. Non-conforming mailbox. We've spent $3,000 on landscaping trying to make her stop. Mike's next to them. Contractor. Works night shifts. Heavy tattoos. Looks tough. Sounds broken. She files noise complaints every time I come home from work. 2 a.m. 3 a.m. I'm pulling into my own driveway. She's called the cops on me 17 times. Jennifer speaks up. Single mom. 2 kids. Hands shaking around her coffee mug. She reported my trampoline as an attractive nuisance. Got CPS called for unsafe living conditions. Had strangers in my house questioning my kids. Inspecting their bedrooms. The other 3 have similar stories. All non-HOA residents. All bordering Lakeside Estates. All getting systematically destroyed. We spread documents across the table. Complaints. County citations. Legal notices. The pattern is undeniable. She targets people every 7 to 10 days, I say, arranging the timeline. Frequent enough to harass. Spaced enough to not look coordinated. Different violation types. Different county departments. Makes it hard to prove pattern. She's trying to force us out, Jennifer says quietly. Make us so miserable we sell. Rachel leans forward. But why? What does she gain? Mike's jaw clenches. Think about it. Who wants to buy property next to an aggressive HOA? Nobody. So prices drop. Properties sit on market. She can lowball us. Buy them cheap. Fold them into the HOA. Expand her little empire. The table goes silent. Tom arrives then. My lawyer friend. Briefcase in hand. Face grim. He sets down a thick folder. I did some digging on Karen Mitchell. He opens the folder. Slides across documents. She's not just HOA president. She's a licensed realtor. And her company has been listing agent for every property sale in Lakeside Estates for the past 3 years. He taps a spreadsheet. Numbers in red. 6% commission on every sale. She's made over $200,000 in commissions from that community alone. My blood runs cold. This isn't about rules. No. Tom looks at each of us. This is about money. And she's been playing this game for years. Jennifer's crying now. How do we stop her? Tom pulls out another document. We need evidence of coordination. Proof this is systematic. Internal communications. Anything showing this targeting is official HOA policy. How do we get that? David asks. We can't. Tom closes the folder. Unless someone on the inside helps us. The words hang there. Heavy. Impossible. Then my phone buzzes. Email. Unknown sender. Subject line. You need to see this. No message. Just an attachment. I open it. PDF. HOA board meeting minutes. 8 months old. Agenda item. Adjacent property acquisition strategy. Karen's name everywhere. Detailed plans. Aggressive code enforcement partnerships. Target properties listed by address. Mine is number 3. My hands are shaking. Someone just sent me internal HOA documents. Everyone leans in. At the bottom of the page, signature lines. All 5 board members signed it. This isn't just Karen. This is all of them. And someone inside just handed us the smoking gun. The email came from Lakeside Truth 88. Nothing else. No name. No explanation. Just those meeting minutes. Smoking gun evidence. Sitting in my inbox like a bomb. I forward it to Tom immediately. My phone rings 30 seconds later. Where did you get this? Anonymous email. Just came through. This is smoking gun territory. His voice is tight. Controlled. But we need to verify authenticity. And we need to find out who sent it. Over the next week, more emails arrive. Screenshots of text messages between Karen and board members. Increase pressure on 447 Maple. That's Mike's address. Coordinate with county inspector on shed issue. That's mine. Email chains discussing problem properties. Excel spreadsheets tracking complaint filings. Notes beside each address. Soft target. Resistant, escalate. Ready to sell. It's all there. Every piece of the conspiracy. Documented. Timestamped. Undeniable. Then the message changes. Can we meet? I'll explain everything. I can't do this anymore. We arrange it carefully. Public place. 30 minutes away. Tom and Susan, our civil rights attorney, come with me. Safety in numbers. The park is empty. Cold. November wind cutting through bare trees. A silver Honda pulls up. Engine cuts. Door opens. Out steps a woman in her 60s. Gray hair pulled back. Kind eyes. Tired face. Hands shaking as she carries a manila envelope. My name is Barbara. Her voice cracks. I've been on the HOA board for 6 years. I voted against Karen's plans every single time. I was outvoted every single time. She hands me the envelope. It's heavy, thick with documents. I told myself I could moderate her. That staying on the board meant I could protect people. But I was wrong. I just enabled it. Watched her destroy families. Ruin lives. And I did nothing. Susan opens the envelope. Starts reading. Her eyes go wide. This is complete board communications for 3 years. Financial records showing kickbacks between Karen's realty company and board members. Payment records for successful adjacent property acquisitions. Every illegal transaction documented. Barbara's crying now. I couldn't sleep anymore. Couldn't look at myself in the mirror. Last week, Karen announced her next target. Young couple. Just had their first baby. She called them soft targets. Said new parents are too exhausted to fight back. The words hit me like a fist. Why are you doing this? I ask. You could lose everything. She looks at me. Tears streaming down her face. Makeup running. Because someone has to. Because I have grandchildren. And I don't want them growing up in a world where people like Karen win. Susan's still reading. Flipping pages. Her hands are shaking too. This is enough. More than enough. We can file criminal charges. Civil RICO claims. Fraud. Conspiracy. Racketeering. How long until we can move? I ask. I can have papers filed by end of week. Barbara grabs my arm. Her grip is surprisingly strong. Please. Stop her. I can't watch this anymore. We drive back in silence. Tom's knuckles are white on the steering wheel. Susan's already on her phone, calling her office, putting things in motion. I'm staring out the window, watching houses pass. Families inside. Warm lights. Normal lives. We're about to blow up Karen's entire world. And she has no idea it's coming. Susan works like a machine possessed. 2 weeks. That's all it takes. She builds a case so airtight, so comprehensive, it reads like a federal investigation. Civil RICO claims. Fraud. Conspiracy to deprive civil rights. Harassment. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. She's not just targeting Karen. She's going after the entire HOA board. Karen's realty company. The property management firm. Everyone involved. We're talking potential 7-figure damages, Susan explains in her office. Documents spread across the conference table. And that's before punitive damages. Before criminal charges. But there's a problem. Litigation takes time. Months. Maybe years. Discovery. Depositions. Motions. Appeals. And Karen's still out there. Still terrorizing us. Every single day. Yesterday, she filed a complaint with the state attorney general. Claims I'm running an illegal business from my property. I'm a software engineer. I work from home. Completely legal. Standard remote work. But now I've got state investigators calling. Asking questions. Requiring documentation. Jennifer's falling apart. CPS visited again. 3rd time in 2 months. Her kids are traumatized. Won't sleep. Won't talk to strangers. Every knock on the door sends them into panic. Mike got written up at work for missing too many shifts. Fighting complaints. Meeting with lawyers. His boss is losing patience. David's wife Rachel is on anxiety medication now. Can't leave the house without panic attacks. Can't sleep. Can't function. We're all breaking. Different speeds. Same destination. Then Susan calls with news. I filed the lawsuit this morning. But I also filed an emergency motion for restraining order and immediate injunction. What does that mean? It means we're asking a judge to order Karen and the entire HOA to immediately cease all contact, all complaints, all actions against you and the other plaintiffs. If granted, any violation is contempt of court. Jail time. My heart pounds. When's the hearing? Friday. 3 days. I hang up. Sit in silence. Stare at my walls. 3 days until we fight back. But here's what terrifies me. Once Karen gets served with the lawsuit, she'll know we have everything. She'll know about Barbara. She'll know we have internal documents, financial records, proof of fraud. She'll know she's cornered. That night I can't sleep. Lying in bed, staring at ceiling shadows. Max is restless too. Pacing. Whining. What does a cornered predator do? They don't surrender. They attack. Thursday night, my phone rings. Barbara. Voice shaking. Terrified. She knows. Someone told her. She's calling emergency board meeting tonight. Discussing traitor liability and legal exposure. Are you safe? I don't know. She's threatening to sue me personally. Breach of fiduciary duty. She's talking about criminal charges for theft of HOA documents. Get out of there. Come to my place. We'll protect you. I can't. I needed you to know. Be careful tomorrow. She hangs up. I don't sleep that night. Every sound makes me jump. Every car passing. Every wind gust. Friday morning, I'm getting ready for court. Suit and tie. Documents organized. Ready for battle. Then I smell it. Smoke. I run to the window. Behind my property. Near the tree line. My shed is on fire. I'm running. Phone in hand. Dialing 911. Shouting into the speaker. Fire. 447, Lakeside Drive. Structure fire. Spreading fast. The shed is engulfed. Orange flames licking 30 feet high. Black smoke billowing into morning sky. I grab the garden hose. Start spraying. It's useless. Like spitting on a bonfire. Neighbors appear. Running with extinguishers. More hoses. We're all fighting. Desperate. Losing. Fire trucks arrive. 8 minutes. Feels like hours. They unleash water. Foam. Professional precision. Save most of the structure. But the damage is catastrophic. Walls charred. Roof collapsed. Everything inside destroyed. The fire inspector walks the scene. 40 minutes of careful examination. Taking samples. Photos. Measurements. Then he finds it. Accelerant pour pattern along the back wall. Forced entry on the door lock. Tool marks on the frame. This was arson, he says. Not a question. Statement of fact. Deliberate. Professional almost. My doorbell camera. I nearly forgot. We pull the footage. Timestamp. 3:47 a.m. Figure in dark clothing. Face covered with hood and mask. But there's something about the movement. The walk. The posture. The way they hold themselves. Jennifer's standing beside me. Watching. She goes still. That's her. That's Karen. How can you tell? The walk. I've watched her enough. That's her. We rush the footage to Susan. She's already on her way to court. We intercept her in the parking lot. Show her everything. She watches twice. This changes everything. I'm adding emergency criminal referral. Attempted destruction of evidence. Witness intimidation. The courtroom is cold. Fluorescent lights. Wood paneling. Smell of old paper and fear. Judge Patricia Morrison presides. Gray hair. Steel eyes. 30 years on the bench. You can tell she's seen everything. Believed nothing. Karen sits at the defendant's table. Hot pink blazer. Hair perfect. Makeup flawless. Smiling like she's at a social event. Her attorney looks nervous. Keeps shuffling papers. Won't make eye contact with anyone. Susan presents our case. Methodical. Devastating. Documents. Testimony. Evidence. The shed fire footage. Judge Morrison reviews everything. 20 minutes of silence. Just pages turning. Occasional notes. Finally she looks up. Straight at Karen. Mrs. Mitchell, this is one of the most disturbing patterns of harassment I've seen in 30 years on this bench. Karen's smile falters. Just slightly. I'm granting the emergency injunction. You and all HOA board members are hereby barred from any contact, direct or indirect, with the plaintiffs. All pending complaints are dismissed. Furthermore, I'm ordering a criminal investigation into last night's fire. Relief floods through me. Finally someone with power sees it. But then Karen stands up. Slow, deliberate, and she starts shouting. This is a witch hunt. Her voice echoes off courtroom walls. These people are liars. They're trying to destroy our community. We have rights. That property is an eyesore, and those people don't belong. Judge Morrison's face goes cold. Mrs. Mitchell, sit down. I will not. I have rights. This is America. I pay taxes. You can't just. Bailiff. The judge's voice cuts like a blade. Remove Mrs. Mitchell from my courtroom. Two bailiffs move fast. Grab Karen's arms. She's still screaming. Thrashing. You'll hear from MY lawyer. This is unconstitutional. I'll sue all of you. They drag her out. Her voice echoing down the hallway. Getting fainter. Doors slam. The courtroom is silent. Her attorney looks like he wants to disappear into the floor. We won. But watching Karen get dragged out screaming, that's when I realize how dangerous she really is. The injunction is granted. Signed. Official. Karen and the entire HOA board are barred from contacting us. All pending complaints dismissed with prejudice. Criminal investigation opened into the arson. We walk out of the courthouse into November sunlight. Cold. Bright. For the first time in months, I can breathe. But it's not over. That night Barbara calls. Voice shaking. The HOA just held emergency meeting. They voted to remove Karen as president. 3-2. They're trying to distance themselves. Claim she went rogue. That they didn't know about the harassment. Can they do that? They can try. But they all signed those documents. They're all liable. Over the next 3 weeks, Karen's world collapses in real time. State Attorney General opens investigation into her realty practices. Turns out this isn't her first rodeo. They find evidence of similar schemes in 3 other neighborhoods. Over 100 victims. Systematic harassment. Property manipulation. Fraud on massive scale. Local news picks it up. Channel 7 runs a whole investigative series. HOA horror. Local realtor accused of systematic harassment and fraud. Karen's face on every screen. That smug smile from her realtor website photos. Now associated with words like predatory and criminal. Her realty license gets suspended pending investigation. Her business partner resigns. Issues statement claiming he had no knowledge of unethical practices. 2 HOA board members quietly list their homes. Sell fast. Below market value. Move out of state. But the real shock comes from the arson investigation. Detective Morrison, no relation to the judge, calls me directly. We recovered security footage from a neighbor's camera 3 houses down. Shows a vehicle matching Karen Mitchell's car near your property at 3:30 a.m. the night of the fire. Traffic camera catches the same vehicle leaving the area at 4:05 a.m. My chest tightens. That's her. There's more. Forensic analysis of accelerant traces from the shed matches chemical composition of lighter fluid. Karen Mitchell purchased 2 bottles of lighter fluid from a hardware store 2 days before the fire. We have credit card records. Store surveillance footage. So she planned it. Premeditated arson. Destruction of evidence. Witness intimidation. We're preparing charges. The arrest happens on a Tuesday morning. I watch it on the news. Cameras everywhere. Karen in handcuffs. Walking out of her house. No pink pantsuit now. Gray sweatpants. Hair messy. No makeup. She looks small. Diminished. She doesn't say anything. Doesn't look at cameras. Just gets in the police car. Her attorney makes a statement. Mrs. Mitchell maintains her innocence. These charges are politically motivated and nobody's listening. The evidence is overwhelming. 3 days later, the civil suit settles. HOA's insurance company sees the writing on the wall. Offers $2.3 million split among all plaintiffs. Full dismissal of all claims. Formal apology. Agreement to dissolve the board and hold new elections. Susan recommends we take it. Criminal charges are coming. She's facing serious jail time. This money gets you whole now. We take it. But the money doesn't feel like victory. Justice does. 6 months later. Everything's different now. Karen took a plea deal. Her attorney negotiated hard. Prosecution had her dead to rights, but didn't want expensive trial. Arson charges reduced to criminal mischief and reckless endangerment. In exchange, guilty plea on fraud, harassment, conspiracy to deprive civil rights. 18 months in county jail. 5 years probation after release. Permanent ban from any HOA leadership position anywhere in the state. Realty license revoked permanently. Cannot renew or apply in any state. The judge's words at sentencing. You abused a position of trust. Weaponized bureaucracy against innocent families. Destroyed lives for personal profit. The community will be safer without you in it. Karen didn't speak. Didn't cry. Just stood there. Accepted it. Got led away. I didn't attend. Didn't need to. Justice happened without me watching. The HOA dissolved the old board. Barbara got elected new president. Ran unopposed. First act, remove all illegal private property signs from the trail. Second act, issue formal written apology to every family Karen targeted. Third act, complete bylaw revision preventing future abuse. The trail is public now. Officially. Signs posted by the county. Maps updated. No more confusion. Mike got promoted at work. Boss saw the news coverage. Understood what he'd been fighting. Gave him commendation for perseverance. Jennifer's kids are thriving. No more CPS visits. No more strangers at the door. They're laughing again. Playing outside. Being children. David and Rachel are sleeping through the night. Rachel's off anxiety medication. They're planning a vacation. First one in 3 years. My shed got rebuilt. Better than before. Proper foundation. New roof. Insurance covered everything plus upgrades. But more than the physical repairs, something else changed. We built community. Real community. Not enforced by bylaws or threat of fines. Community based on mutual support. Looking out for each other. We have monthly dinners now. Rotating houses. Potluck style. Stories and laughter. Kids running around. Dogs playing. Barbara comes every time. Always brings homemade pie. Always stays late helping clean up. She's become family. Last week a new family moved in. House right on the HOA border. Young couple. Wife pregnant. Due in 2 months. I saw them walking the trail. Looking nervous. Glancing at Lakeside Estates like it might attack them. I introduced myself. Told them the story. Not all of it. Just enough. Showed them the county records proving trail access. Gave them Susan's contact info just in case. And if anyone gives you trouble, I said, you've got 7 families who have your back. We don't let bullies win here. The husband shook my hand. Relief flooding his face. Thank you. We were so worried about the HOA situation. Don't be. That's over. This is a good neighborhood now. His wife smiled. First genuine smile I'd seen from her. We're going to love it here. They will. Because that's the real victory. Not the money. Not even the justice. It's knowing that bullies don't win. Not when communities stand together. I'm standing on the lakeside trail. Morning mist rolling off the water. Pine trees towering overhead. Max running ahead, chasing ducks into the shallows. Same spot where Karen first confronted me. Almost exactly 1 year ago. Everything looks the same, but everything's different. The trail has new signs now. County installed. Public access trail, all welcome. Maps showing the full path. Historical markers explaining the 1985 easement. Lakeside Estates is quieter now. 15 families moved out after Karen's arrest. Property values dropped. Good. Maybe people who actually care about community will move in. Barbara waves from her morning walk. We stop. Chat about nothing important. Weather. Weekend plans. Normal neighbor stuff. Thank you, she says before leaving. For not giving up. Thank you for having the courage to come forward. She smiles. Sad but genuine. I should have done it sooner. You did it when it mattered most. I keep walking, thinking about everything that happened. The fear, the rage, the sleepless nights. The moment I almost broke. Almost gave up. Almost sold my house and ran. But I didn't. None of us did. That's the lesson here. The thing I want everyone watching to understand. Bullies count on you being tired, overwhelmed, isolated. They count on you thinking you're alone. That fighting back costs too much. That it's easier to just surrender. But you're never as alone as you think. And surrender isn't easier. It's just slower defeat. When someone with power tries to crush you, document everything. Find others they've hurt. Build your case. Get professionals involved. And most importantly, don't fight alone. Karen targeted 7 families, thinking we'd stay separate. Divided. Easy prey. Instead, we became a coalition. And coalitions are powerful. The civil settlement money got split evenly. My share covered legal fees, shed repairs, and left enough to establish a legal defense fund for other HOA abuse victims in the county. Tom administers it. Susan provides pro bono consultation. We've helped 4 families already this year. None of them had to fight alone. That's legacy. That's how you turn pain into purpose. Max barks. Brings me back to present. He's found a stick. Wants to play. I throw it. Watch him run. Simple joy. Uncomplicated happiness. That's what we fought for. The right to simple joy. To walk our dogs. Live in our homes. Exist without constant threat. That's what they tried to take from us. And that's what we took back. The sun breaks through clouds. Light dancing on the water. The kind of morning that makes you grateful. Not just for victory. For life. For community. For justice. I head home. Coffee waiting. Work to do. Normal Friday ahead. Normal is victory. Normal is everything. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for caring about this story. If you've dealt with HOA abuse or know someone who has, drop a comment below telling me where you're watching from and your experience. These stories matter. Your voice matters. And together, we make sure bullies don't win. Hit that like button if this story resonated with you. Subscribe for more real stories about real people standing their ground. Because standing up is always worth it. Every single time.